Hi, I'm Ranger Sam, and today we're at Harrison Hills Park. I wanted to share with you some interesting natural features that we have on some of our common trees here in Pennsylvania. I bet some of the things we're looking at today some of you have seen, but maybe not have known exactly what you're looking at. So today we're going to take a closer look. So what we have here is a black locust. And the way that we can tell it's a black locust is by its very unique bark. What we see here is the bark has very deep fissures running up and down the trunk. And those exaggerated fissures are what help us identify it as a black locust. Something that we see here on this black locust is a very unique fungus. This is called a cracked cap polypore, which is a type of shelf fungus or a bracket fungus. And this specific fungus almost exclusively grows on the black locust tree. So the way that I found that is I found black locusts and then looked at the bark to see if we could find some of these cracked cap polypores. The way that it gets its name is on the top of the fungus, we have a very textured, cracking top to it. And so that's the cracked cap. And then underneath, we have hundreds, even thousands of pores, which gives it the second half of its name. So the cracked cap polypore. And where those pores are is where the fungus will actually release its spores. And on any given day, this fungus could release billions and billions of spores. So more spores than we have human beings on this planet. And of those billions of spores, a few of them will find just the right spot to grow again and form another cracked cap polypore. Have you ever wondered what these appear to be growths on a tree are? So what we have here, these are called burls. And this is a burl on a red oak tree. And a burl is the result of either an insect infestation, sometimes a parasite or a pathogen, and also the result of an injury to a tree. What exactly caused this one? There's no way for us to truly know, but we know that something happened to the tree, whether it was one of those few things I listed, and it caused the tree to develop this growth. So this burl is not actually hurting the tree, and right now the tree doesn't have a disease. It's just the reaction to something that happened to the tree earlier in its life. And these burls, these are something that are very sought after in the woodworking world, because they develop these really unique patterns on the inside. So if you were to look at a cross section of this, you would find some really interesting patterns that a lot of woodworkers really value. And something that makes them really unique is that we've never figured out a way to remake this. So we've never figured out a way to make an artificial burl, cause one ourselves. These burls are an example of how sometimes nature's beauty is nearly impossible or sometimes impossible to recreate. We just looked at two very common trees that we have here in Pennsylvania, the black locust and the red oak. And we looked at some interesting things on those trees that are actually pretty easy to find if you take a closer look. So next time you're out in nature, I encourage you to keep your eyes up and look for some of those interesting things that we have on our trees. But like always, when you're in our parks and you find something beautiful, please leave it where it is so other people can see it and enjoy it as well.